Today was just crazy, but a good kind of crazy. I woke up to two bookings from two of our kids, so that's exciting. I think it's both of their first bookings with us, so that's really exciting. The other one that we got a booking on yesterday, today we got the schedule for Monday and Tuesday, so working on that. We also got the contract for it, so I had to negotiate that. And then crazy story, we're gonna get into submissions, I promise. But I had a client, she reached out, she wants to take this unpaid gig, which I'm already skeptical about. But she wants to take it and she was like, can you just look over the NDA? And I'm like, I'm not getting paid to do that because you're not getting paid to do this. So no, but yes, fine, I will review it. So I reviewed it and it is crazy. They're asking for insane terms. They said she can't even disclose stuff to me. And like I'm her agent, so that's absurd. It also said that it's indefinite, and I've seen other NDAs that are indefinite, so we just ask for like a cap on it. And usually it's no problem. But anyways, it's asking for some crazy stuff. They can never ever post on their social media. If they want to add it to their reel, they have to get prior approval first. I don't know, just like lots of crazy things that honestly I really haven't seen that extreme before, especially on an unpaid gig. So, anyways, I advised her not to take the job, but I just sent the email right now, so we're gonna see what she says. Okay, we are gonna jump into submissions. This first one, I can already tell you, we're not going to submit on it. It is for voiceover. I don't have voiceover people, but I will say they're looking for females who can do a Japanese accent while speaking American English. And they're going to pay $750 and the 20% agency fee. So that's that one. Moving on to the next. I believe we submitted on this. Oh, no, we didn't. This is a different one. So this is a brand, pretty big brand. Without giving too much away, they're looking for actual people who own this type of car. Um, Obviously, that's kind of like extremely specific. They do pay well though. It's $7,000 just for one single day of filming, so definitely not bad at all. And an extra $216 on top for the wardrobe fitting. Um, oh, travel days too. Travel days are going to be 500 per day. Per diem is going to be 100 per day. Okay, so the 7,000 is just the buyout. On top of that, you also get $800 per day to work. Um, so anyways, if you add it all up, it's probably gonna be maybe 15 to 20K. Which again, it makes sense because this is a very big brand. But like I said, they're looking for actual people who own this type of thing. So anyways, I won't be submitting just because, like I said, it's so freaking specific. But this is actually the one that we got two bookings on. It looks like they're still looking for more people. They're looking for dancers, anyone ages 6 to 14. So yeah, this morning we actually got two of my littles booked on that one. Or not littles, they're like 12 and 13, but still. So anyways, that one is fun. Looks like they're paying $500. So that's awesome. Obviously, I'm not going to submit on it again because we already have bookings from it. They are also looking for other roles though. So all of the roles will pay $500. And yeah, it looks like they're looking for pro salsa dancers, older people, people to play parents, sports dancers, people who can do like basketball or soccer blended with dance. It's pretty cool. But anyways, I submitted on that one yesterday with you guys. So we will skip on to the next one. This one is also a pretty big brand, and it's in the same industry as the last one that we did. It looks like, first of all, they're looking for kids 11 to 13 years old, fluent in Gen Z language. That's funny. I love that. Where is the pay? Pay is, well, I see the usage. Usage is 1,500. Oh, and the day fee is 250 plus they pay the 20% agency fee. So not a bad day. Um, but yeah, it looks like this first one. So 11 to 13, like I said, I have two kids that fall into that age range. So let's just submit them really quickly. Um, I did also just get an email from the client who is booked on Monday. So let me just really quickly. Okay. She has not received the DocuSign. I will have to send that to her. What other roles? It looks like all these other roles are older. not necessarily an age, but they were posted a while back. Looks like they were posted on Monday, so I already submitted on these, but they're also looking for pretty much every single age, 20s, 30s, 40s. Some are any ethnic appearance, some are white, some are Hispanic. This one's any. So, anyways, looks like they're, oh, even people as old as 74 to 82. So, yeah, they are really looking across the board for anybody. Okay, interesting. This one's a game show. I don't submit on game shows. Because what's the point? They usually don't pay anything, or if they do, it's like $100 stipend. So usually not worth my time. But I know I have some clients who enjoy doing that kind of stuff and like having the exposure on TV and stuff. So I definitely understand that. I'm not going to be submitting just because the pay, but they're always welcome to self submit on things if they ever see something and they're interested in it. So it's not like I'm taking anything away from them. Um, okay, this is another interesting one. We have a reality TV show. We normally don't get reality TV shows either. It says there's a day rate, but it doesn't say what the day rate is, and I'm not willing to take the time to submit on it if they're not willing to say how much they're going to pay. Um, but what I will say is I don't think this is probably something that fits with what my roster is about. Just looking at the roles, and they're very political, and not the kind of people that I have. I'll just leave that at that. Man, today is turning out to be another not great day. I swear, Monday and Tuesday were crazy busy and crazy good, and then these past 3 days that I've actually gone live and like try and loop you guys in on this stuff, I feel like it's non-existent stuff happening. Okay, see, this one's a repeat. I already submitted on this and we had callbacks on this one. Yeah, I have 3 callbacks on this one. They all 3 submitted. So, anyways, I guess we'll just wait and see who gets a booking on that one. The new role they're looking for an older white man in like 60s to 70s. That's a little too old for my roster. I don't have anybody there. And then also African American male, ages 18 to 22. I was gonna submit on this, but it says they're looking for heavy set. Again, I represent dancers, so they're pretty fit, everybody. Um, but anyways, it's 750 plus the 20% agency fee. Once again, it's just one single day of work. So yeah, I can't submit on it, but it's a decent job. Okay, this one is another mobile app commercial. Um, looks like there's 2 roles. I can only submit on one. One is for Asian men. I don't have any Asian men, but the other one's for Asian women. But specifically, they want Korean people. And I think I only have 3 or like 5-ish Asian people. So I need to also see who is Korean because that's awfully specific. All right, who is Korean? We have one, one Korean person. Okay. Well, I shall submit her and we're just going to wait and see. This is another one. I'm pretty sure this is a repeat. What is going on today? I'm saddened by this. Yeah, I already submitted Filipino male and females. I submitted a couple people there. Um, what else do we have? Okay, the new role, older, Korean or Filipino, Indian male, and people who know how to play mahjong. In their 50s to 80s. So it's a little bit older once again. I don't think we have anybody to submit there, unfortunately. And another one, 4 to 5 years old. That's now too young. I don't have anybody for that either. Oh my gosh, this is insane. And voiceover. I don't do voiceover. Pay on this one though is $500 for 12 hours. Um, like I said, it's voiceover, so they're asking for a voiceover reel, and they're looking for men ages 50 to 100. So anybody in that older category. Um, yeah. Okay. Well, I cannot submit on that. All right. This one looks new. Pay is the fitting is 75, the session is 500 per day. It looks like it's only one shoot date, so just 500 flat. And then usage is 1,000 and then plus the 20% agency fee. So what that's like close to $2,000 for one day of work. Not bad. Um and of course, I cannot submit on it. They're looking for a woman who wears a hearing aid. Don't have that and 60 to 84 years old. They're looking for an older woman, also 65 to 85. Cool. And then another older woman who wears a hearing aid. Why do they need two? Anyways, okay. Well, there you go. Oh, and a husband, 70 to 85. So a little bit too old again. I can't believe this. It's crazy. I had actually seen this one earlier. I think I talked about this yesterday. I'm not opposed to these. It's one of those court shows, like on the what court TV network or whatever it's called, Justice TV, something like that. Anyways, this one's not like private or anything. Normally I can't say the brands or the shows or anything like that when I'm on these. But this one is not private. They're casting for people like literally every single day, all year round. So they pump out a lot of content and so they need a lot of people. Most of the people on my roster who are interested in acting have already done this. I mentioned it yesterday, but it's a really, really cool opportunity. They treat you like royalty. You have like the super catered lunch, but like not just catered lunch. Like they'll ask you like, what do you like? And like I told them, I'm a really picky eater, so just bring me whatever, and then I'll try and eat whatever I can. That's what I normally do when I used to go on set. Obviously, I don't do that anymore. I'm an agent now, but anyways, and they're like, no, like, what do you like? And I was like, well, I love mac and cheese. And sure enough, they brought me like this gourmet mac and cheese. They brought me some dessert, and like, I don't know, it was just like very tailored to me, which obviously makes me feel good. They had full on like hair and makeup crews there. They did me all the way up. You also have your own PA. Everybody has their own PA, which unless you're like star talent, that doesn't happen anywhere else. So yeah, I don't know. The whole experience was super cool. It doesn't pay the best. I think it's like $20 an hour. But I mean, there's worse things that you could be doing for $20 an hour. So yeah, not opposed to it. But like I said, a lot of my people on my roster have already done it. And once you do it once, you cannot ever do it again, which kind of sucks, but also makes sense. So yeah, I won't be submitting tonight. But whenever I do sign on new people to my roster, I do kind of like push them towards that opportunity and just see if they're interested. But anyways, this next one is it's the game show again. Okay. I don't know where that came up again. The pay is lower on this one than it was on the last one though. It's 75 on this one. It was 100 on the last one. How's that work? Anyways, I'm not submitting on it. Okay, here we go. A decent brand, not a huge brand, but if I said their name, you would know them. Looks like we're looking for quite a few roles. The first one, black or mixed 30s to 40s men. That one pays 2,500 plus the 20% agency fee. The next one is black or mixed female, same specs, 30 to 45, same pay as well, 2,500 plus the 20%. And then these last three are, let's see, essentially the same thing. There's a male role, a female role, and then either or. Anyways, the ages on these can be anywhere from 20 to 55 though, so it goes much higher. The only thing is the pay's a little bit lower. It's 1,500 plus the 20%. So just a little bit lower. It looks like for one of the roles, the male female role, they're looking for somebody who actually knows how to play dominoes. Um, I don't just like know that off the top of my head about my clients, so I will definitely need to like look into that. But I can definitely submit on the other roles for that. So I shall do that. Actually, I would like to see for the men. So this one actually has book out dates, which I know I've talked about in the past, but I haven't really been using them because I haven't really been submitting on stuff. But it looks like June 23 to 26. And then men. Oh, it is also African American. Well, black or ambiguous. So I have one, two, three, four boys that I will be submitting. Cool. And then for the female, I should have much, much more. I have way more females than I do men on my roster. I think I only have like 13 men on my roster of 100 people. So let's see. Once again, it's the 23rd to 26th, and female only, also African American only. Sorry. Um, all right. One, two, three. No. Four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11. That might be it. Oh no. We'll do 12, 13, but I don't know about them. Their availability hasn't really been the best. So anyways, I would just hate for them to get a call back and then have to decline once again. When we're looking at the brand, if it's like a fairly recognizable brand and somebody who I don't want to really mess with my reputation with, I kind of think a little bit harder on it. But I see this casting director and she's pretty cool. So anyways, I will submit and then we'll just see. Um what is this? It says promo, but I'm pretty sure it's a music video. Yeah, it's a music video. I don't know why it says promo. Um, let's see. Looks like this one pays 750 for 1 day of work, 8 hours. They're looking for a black high fashion model for high fashion. Oh, and it shoots very soon. It shoots Sunday, Monday. So let me check book out dates because I just don't know. Okay, high fashion. So I for sure have one. Who else is high fashion? Oh, you know what? I literally just signed her. I'm gonna submit her and we're gonna see just because her headshot is pretty elevated. So I don't know if I'd call it high fashion, but we're gonna submit her. So that's three. There's one other person I'm looking for. There we go. Four. Okay. We are going to submit them. Actually, oh, I don't know. This new girl that I signed, her profile isn't complete. So it just makes me a little bit nervous to submit her, but I can fix it really quick. Well, hopefully, so long as she has like all the materials uploaded. Okay, so if I just add that. Okay, I added her Instagram. What else does she need? She needs her, where did she go? She needs her reel. It says she doesn't have a reel, so let me triple check. Sometimes it doesn't switch over to the agent account. It stays on like the individual account. So, oh, it's really empty. She doesn't have height, weight, age. Okay, let me see if her reel is here. Okay, she does have her reel here. So that's at least a good thing. Oh, she does aerial. Sweet. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I now have an aerial person to submit on aerial jobs. Yeah, she doesn't have anything. Skills, resume, sizes. She has her book out dates, which that's good because that's a huge problem for me. But okay, anyways, now that I know she at least has a reel and photos, we can submit her. Okay, that was the only role they were looking for, that one. We only have two castings left and we're at 19 minutes. I know nobody's popped in today, or like just a few people here and there. But anyways, maybe people will watch this back later. Let's see. This is a print job, which is basically just modeling for the camera. The 25th and 26th of this month, they need, oh, I'm not going to be able to submit. They want professional parts models. In case you don't know what that is, that's literally like you're a professional model of like a certain part of your body, whether it's like your hands or your arms or your feet or whatever, your knees. I don't know. So anyways, I don't have any professional. I have people on my roster who take pictures of their hands, not in a good way. But anyways, they have those on their profiles, but I guess my biggest concern is just that they're saying they want professional. So I'm not going to submit on that just because I wouldn't want to hurt my reputation with the casting director by submitting somebody who doesn't actually fit the bill. So better safe than sorry sometimes. This game show again, at least they raised the pay again. We're back at $100. Um, Man, yeah, just not a great day for castings. Not a great day at all. A lot of them were like repeats. A lot of them were just stuff that doesn't pay well or that we don't really fit what they're looking for. Lots of older generation. Apparently, I need to sign some older generation people. Um, let's see. Is there anything else I shall do now? Actually, Breezy's going to be sponsoring Carnival again. We took like a year off, so we are now back in the game. So I need to send them my ad. It's actually due today, so I really need to buckle down and get that done. But aside from that, it looks like I just have our booking from Monday and Tuesday. We started negotiating contracts today. I don't know if we're going to finish today, but I see that I have an email from my client about negotiations. So I'll see what she says, make sure we're all good to go. And then, yeah, she will get to be on set Monday and Tuesday. I'm really excited for that one. I mentioned it yesterday. It's a brand that I'm really, really excited about. So yeah, okay. I will let you guys go. That was a little bit of a tamer, faster, probably more boring casting run through. But anyways, if you catch this on the rewatch, make sure to leave a comment so that I know you were here and you got to hang out with me. And yeah, have a beautiful weekend, and I will hopefully see you Monday, but no promises.